march of the wild hunt will be sure to drag him into the darkness.
มันจะได้ยินเสียงที่เปิดข้างนอกด้วยไหมเนี่ยไม่แน่ใจแฮะเขาเป็นภาษาเขาทุกใหม่ทุกทีต้องเป็นภาษาทุกทีแล้วมันต้องตั้งค่าอันนั้นใหม่ไหมไม่ต้องมาผมบังคับโอเคเข้าสู่มิติที่ไม่รู้จักโอเคเดี๋ยวกินข้าวเสร็จแล้วอิ่มมากน่านอนมากเลยวันนี้แดดหายแต่เหมือนมีฝนนะเหมือนจะมีหรือเปล่าไม่รู้จะครึ้มเลยตอนบ่ายครึ้มเลย
Let us have a modicum of patience for the richness and complexity of humanity. The wanton cruelty of the few is not.
เข้าสู่มิติที่ไม่รู้จักเข้าสู่มิติที่ไม่รู้จักลมมันพัดหรือเปล่าอ่ะหวังว่าลมจะไม่พัดนะลองใช้ไมค์ที่แบบว่าอยู่หรือลมมีเสียงลมพัดหรอตอนเช้าไม่อยากเปิดพัดลมกลัวว่าลมมันจะพัดแรงไปนั่นคือเสียงพัดลมหรือเปล่าเดี๋ยวขอลองฟังหน่อยตอนนี้เสียงเซอร์ราวมากคือเปิดลำโพงด้วยแล้วก็เปิดลำโพงแล้วก็เปิดอันนี้ด้วยในหูฟังจะได้โอเคป่ะมันจะโอเคป่ะนะมันน่าจะโอเคนะน่าจะโอเคนะหรือว่าเสียงเกมดังกว่านี้นิดนึงน่าจะโอเคแล้วปะน่าจะโอเคละเดี๋ยวเสียงเราดังไปหรือเปล่าขอปรับเสียงนิดหนึ่งนะเบานิดหน่อยพอเผื่อเราจะโอเคไปต่อกันวันนี้ต้องจบเหมือนจะยินเสียงอันนี้ชัดกว่าหรือเปล่าใช่ไหมชัดกว่าไหม
Don't trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to, so don't be your own fool.
หรือเพิ่มเสียงในเกมนิดหนึ่งไหมกลัวมันหรือมันจะมีแบบช่วงแบบพีกอะกลัวมันจะพีกอะโอ้ยเมื่อยจัง
Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor. I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions. I wanted
อา
to
จาร
get
ย์
your
ฉันมีคำถาม
perspective
สอง
on.
คำถามอยากจะถามเหรอ
Oh, please ask away.
เอาสิว่ามา
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you really think I'm a weak
งง
student?
ก็เป็นพิเศษเหรอ
A weak
ฉัน
student?
ไม่เคยคิดว่าเธอโง่นะ
No, quite
เธ
the
ออาจจะ
opposite.
ฉลาดเกินไปหน่อยด้วยซ้
Sharp mind. Almost too sharp.
I think what
ำอา
you're
จารย์จะสื่อ
saying
ว่านักเรียน
is
ที่
a
โง่เขา
weak
จะไม่
student
มี
would
ทางเห็น
have
ถึงปัญหา
no
นี้ และไม่มีทาง
urgency.
เอามาถามอาจารย์เรื่องนี้
And if they did, they certainly
ใช่
wouldn't complain about the lighter
ไม่น่า
workload.
จะ
You see, sharp as they come.
เห็นไหม
You see things the way they are. And I'm sure
Because of where I come from.
มันไม่เกี่ยวหรอกมั้ง
I don't like. Anyway, you said you had a couple
ความ
of
ตั้งใจ
questions.
ของใคร
What's the other one?
I wanted to check
หมายภายนอกที่
if
ส่งมาถึงเรา
someone
พวก
sent
เรา
me
จะ
a
ไปรับ
letter
ได้
to
ที่ไหน
the academia. Where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote
ไป
to you.
ที่บ้านเหรอ
well,
เขียนชื่อเธอไว้
as
ไม่
long
น่า
as
ส่ง
they
มาถึง
put
มือเธอ
Not
นะ
exactly. It's not even a recent letter.
ทำไมที่ส่งมาแล้วแต่
I
ไม่
was
มี
just
ใครรับพวกนั้น
curious
ถูกส่ง
where
ไป
the
ไว้
mail
ที่ไหน
would end up if no.
The house is
อ๋อ
vacant.
พูดถึงอดีต
I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere. in
ตรง
there.
มุมของวัง
Probably
ปัญ
sitting
ญา
on a
ก็
shelf.
ที่นั่นมีกล่องก
But
ระดาษ
if you're
ใช้
looking for, that'd be the place to start.
อ๋อ
Okay, got it.
กำลังคิดว่าแบบจดหมายที่พ่อส่งมาจะยังอยู่หรือเปล่าใช่ไหม
Honestly, I feel like I failed you. I'm supposed to
กับ
be
สอน
your
อะไรเธอ
teacher,
ไม่ได้
but
เล
I
ย
haven't taught you anything.
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are the rules. You're not allowed to teach students like me.
แต่คุณก็สอนนักเรียนมารู้นะโลกมันจะเอ็นอิงไป
The
ทาง
whole
ฝ่ายที่
world
ผู้ชน
bends over backwards
ช่วย
for
และ
the
มีดให้กับ
successful
ฝ่ายที่พ่ายแพ้
and leaves the losers to suffer and die.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to
หนูว่า
make
จ
it
ริง
in
ๆมัน
this
จะเงียบ
world,
ไป
you have to find a way to become successful.
รู้สึกว่าเสียงมันเบาไปหน่อยปะงั้นอันเนี้ยเพิ่มสุดเหมือนเดิม อันนี้เพิ่มอีกนิดนึงอ่ะให้มาระดับนี้น่าจะโอเค
Why does Ashru sit up on the counter? To welcome our clients, of course. A kiddie's gotta earn his kibble somehow.
อืมตามหากองจดหมายแบบแสงสะท้อนที่พื้นอ่ะโหมันวิ้งไปหมดเลยเนาะนี่เหรอกล่องเล็กๆอันเนี้ยเหรอ
This must be it. A big cardboard box full of unclaimed mail. Let's take a look.
มันเล็กไปเปล่าอาจจะต้องใหญ่กว่านี้ปะมาไล่ดูหน่อย
A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a core of 30 representative.
ที่แท้แล้วแต่ว่าสนใจเรื่องการสร้างเมืองด้วยเหรอ
A bunch of mercs losing sleep over this one was never even opened. I guess the recipient
คือเหมือนว่าพวกเราจะไม่
didn't
สน
care
ใจ
what the
ความ
core
คิดของ
30 had to
กลุ่ม
say
ภาคี
about anything.
30เลยเนาะ
Who was it addressed to? This one is addressed to the Immortus Sage. The title is Guided by the incense, we became lost somewhere in the forest. In clinical terms, these symptoms fit the description of incense poisoning. The Immorta Darshan strictly prohibits the use. For example, my neighbor who all this seems like wait, the note says, This next one is A few words of protest. In recent years, the academy. However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with educational opportunities that are, in any meaningful sense, equal to those enjoyed by their peers.
โอ้มันได้ยินนะเนี่ย
As well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and
แล้วแต่
perfunctory
ข้อมูลเนี่ย
tutoring.
ก็ช้า
They do not even have full access to education is the fundamental purpose of this
การ
institution.
ก่อตั้งสมัย
It
เราได้
should go
ทำเช่น
without
นี้ถือเป็น
saying
การ
in
ป
a
ฏิบัติตามหลั
nation
กเกณฑ์
whose founding virtues
ถูกต้อง
are
ได้เลย
knowledge. As grand sage, policy decisions are your prerogative.
คุณเองก็เป็น
But do not forget your
เป็นเหมือนกับ
roots.
ฉันและทุก
You
คน
and I were once. I do
หวังว่า
hope
คุณจะให้
you
ความ
give
สำคัญกับปัญหา
sincere.
นี้และยอมเปิดใจ
Great and the sender is.
คุณไซรัส
I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad students. So this is where letters from the sage of Spontamon end up.
ถ้าเป็นจริงใจซะจริง
This isn't what I came here for. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. Must have been years since. I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down.
นั่นสิมันจะอ่านได้หมดหรอโหอันนี้ดูเก่ามากเลยอ่ะ
Greetings, Halil. My name is.
นี่ไง
I don't know. In my tribe, the Shinti tribe. This brings me to my reason. There was the Eob and Unut. I found a well. When we met, that aside, we have next.
นี่ไงเจอแล้ว
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty
ลองบานที่พูด
words.
ส่งไปตอนนี้
I
พวกเขา
doubt they
จำคุณ
even
ยัง
remember the names.
ไม่ได้ด้วยซ้
And you were so emphatic that your luck had
ำมันจะ
finally
ดีขึ้น
changed.
เรื่อย
You swore you'd lead us to a
ๆ
better
ทุกซ้ำ
place
มี
one
เหตุ
day.
ผลทั้งจะเป็นคนที่
You spoke with you liar.
โกหกทั้งนั้น
You lied about
ซึ่งไหนๆพ่อก็
everything.
ทำไม่ได้สักอย่าง
And who fell for it?
แต่ดูเหมือนจะมีแค่แสงคนเดียว
Which makes you
ขณะก็เขายังทำได้ไม่ดีเลย
I think I'll take over from
เรื่องแบ
here.
บนี้ให้ฉัน
Let
การ
me
แท
show
นเถ
you.
อะเสียงมันเข้าปะเดี๋ยวขอปิดดีกว่าเอาแต่จับไม้
Don't trust your eyes uncritically. People only see what they want to. So don't be
สิ่ง
your
จะได้
own
ไม่เป็นรบ
fool.
กวนกันบอกนะอยู่ข้างบนเหรอ อันนี้ปีนไม่ได้ด้วยปะเอาอ่า
I just came to say good.
Never? You.
I'm quitting.
But this was a hard-won opportunity.
It was. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has
Yeah, that's really good
hallucinogenic
idea.
effects. Don't use it all at once, alright?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting me have it? But you said it's a rare and...
Yeah, about that. I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this plant. It's not worth much. Keep it. It's fine.
รับไปเถอะ
But never...
All right, that's all from me. You take care.
Don't forget me, okay?
ถ้ากลับไปบ้านเกิดเราอย่าลืมกัน
we're more
นะ
than just
ฉันเป็น
classmates,
เพื่อนร่วม
right?
ชั้นที่สนิทที่สุดของ
We're
เธอใช่ไหม
friends.
ล่ะ
Yeah, I'll remember you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare
ได้
find
ฉั
even
น
in
จะ
those
ไม่ลืมเธอ
ruins.
เลย
And as for
ah.
remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect.
เหมือนเสียงไหนน่าจะเยอะไปปะขอประมาณนี้นึงปรับไม่หยุดเลย ไม่รู้ว่าบาลานซ์เสียงยังไงอยู่ที่ไหนเนี่ยทำไมมันมนหมองฟุ้งคลุ้งไปด้วยฝุ่นขนาดนี้นี่มันกลุ่มทะเลทรายเหรอ
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the Eab has a very different trajectory. Others grew weak, but you grew strong, beginning in obscurity and moving to prosperity. You're the only ones who defied the trend.
Huh. So, you do know who you're dealing with.
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut, but it looks like you have control over it now.
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to flatter us.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some information that recently came to light, which might just be your ticket to freedom. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under Eab control is built on top of some ancient ruins. These ruins are of great archaeological interest to the Academia. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Academia is offering 50 million mora in return for excavation rights.
50 million? No, wait.
จริงเหรอ
If these ruins are as important as you
แต่ก็ควร
say,
จะให้แค่50 ล้านเอง
50 million's a little low, don't you think?
โอ้เขาก็ฉุกคิด
Don't
ได้
get greedy, Eab. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well
โอ้
by
ไม่น่าจะ
force.
แค่50 ล้านหรือเป
Wasn't
ล่า
that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the Unut and steal their water supply?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia, I hope I am making...
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt them.
I assure you, you see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize and what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway?
เรื่องให้ต้องกังวลมากมายขนาดนี้เลย
You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all this way just to lie to you? We have more important things to worry about.
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the land. I'm sure you're
จะไม่โกห
trustworthy
กเรื่อง
people.
นี้
In that case,
นี่เรา
we
ก็
have a deal.
ขายสิทธิ์คน
We
ให้
will
ก็ได้
sell you the excavation
โอ้ย
rights.
ยอมง่ายว่ะ
I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news.
Gladly. So let's indulge in a few drinks.
อ่าข่าวน่าเหลือเชื่อ
Chief! Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut.
ถูกเช้าอยู่นี่
They've
ไป
taken
แล้
the
ว
well.
What? Look, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
เอ้า
I have every confidence in the EAB's military superior.
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't be a coincidence. Perhaps
No,
there
that-
is a traitor in.
I don't think so.
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over the well, I'm afraid you won't see a single mora of that 50 million.
วางแผนไว้เหรอ
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. I swear the Unut will not get up. That well is ours. And so,
Glad to hear it. I will wait here.
if there is a traitor, I will find them. In the meantime, make yourself at home.
Much obliged.
วางแผนไว้ป่ะเนี่ย
Wow. All it took was a few words, and I've got him wrapped around my finger. What an amazing feeling.
คนฉลาดอ่ะเขา
So,
ฉลาดพู
in
ดอะ
summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our...
The EAB are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research projects in the desert region. So let me ask you, Chief, if you were the Academia, what would you do?
Kill them all.
ก็ต้อง
Of course.
ขึ้นสร้าง
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. The EAB have held back our at the same time.
แต่ว่าเรื่องนี้จะเป็น
There is simply no way that the Academia can be seen to be intervening in.
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against...
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with natural
พัน
allies.
ธมิตรนั่นเหรอร้ายนะ
The
เนี่ยเน
EAB
เฟอ
your
ร์
allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And now look at you. You're at each other's throats. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers.
Say no more.
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. Get us access to that well, and the mora's yours.
โอ้
You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how.
หลอกง่ายจะตายมันหลอกง่ายขนาดนี้เลยเหรอ หลอกง่ายขนาดนี้เลยเหรอคุณพ่อไปไหนเนี่ย
Can't hide the truth. Look at yourselves. You may be vile, savage monsters, but your butchered bodies bleed like any others. The monsters who destroyed my home, they're just ordinary, petty human beings. I think maybe I've even done the desert a favor. It's oh, Sinuhe, my gullible fool of a father. Perhaps if you'd been as ruthless as I was today, but you couldn't do what had to be done.
ใช่หรือเปล่า
So I did it for you.
ใช่หรือเปล่า
Never. It's okay. All of this is in the past now.
I believe I remember you promising to remain silent.
Yeah, but even so.
Yehoda, is there anything you can do to ease the tension?
All right, time for a sharp turn onto a completely different topic. So, anyway, that's enough of that. When are we getting out of this place? Feels like we've been walking forever. I'm getting pretty tired.
Yes. If we can find somewhere to sit down, I could certainly do.
It's not far now. There should be a temple just up
วิ
ahead.
หารเหรอ
Yes.
Really? A temple? That's where this story ends? I guess that's how things go in the desert.
Desert dwellers can never escape their destiny.
น่าจะโยน
Or
ให้เลย
so everyone says. And
You mentioned a
Population.
temple. What's waiting for us there?
my biggest trade
ในวิหาร
secret of
มีอะไร
all.
Ah. Then I'm guessing it.
I didn't know you were clued up on any other religions.
I'm no expert in the history of Sumeru, but since you come from the desert,
ราชา
I would imagine it has something to do with King Deshret.
Dashback แล้วก็เสาทั้ง7ของเขา และเป็นตัวสำคัญที่ขาดไม่ได้ในยุคนั้นเลย
Sounds impressive.
มีเพื่อนบางคนที่เกี่ยวข้องกับพวกเขาอยู่บ้างแต่ว่ามันเกี่ยวกับ Hermanubius
Oh, I know who you mean. General Mahamatra Sino. The spirit of Hermanubis dwells within him.
ไซโน
That's
รู้จัก
boss
ไซโน
enough for ya. She knows everything.
Sino's hardly a figure of obscurity. But I know about Sethos too.
โอ้รู้จักเซทอร์ด้วย
What about him? Is he a big deal or something?
Well, he's not a small deal. Let's put it that way. Please, this is the bare bone basic. Thanks for your patience, everyone. I'm sure it's been a lot to take in.
ไซโนด้วย ไหนวิหาร ง่วงนอนกันสบายโอ้เจอวิหารอ๋อฉากในทีเซอร์เทรลเลอร์ก็คืออันนี้เอง
Uh-oh. I'm totally out of my depth here. I don't have anything to add about any of this stuff. Like, look, I want to do the whole name dropping, this girl knows her stuff thing too,
ไม่เคย
but
เห็น
A
มาก่อน
statue with the head of a bird.
That's Thoth, the Ibis
สอ
King.
ดรา
One
ชา
of
แห่
the
งนก
seven
กุลา
pillars of King
หนึ่ง
Deshret.
เสาทั้ง7ของ
The
ราชา
legends say that he, the Crocodile King, and the Goat King were the three retainers of
สา
King
มขุนนาง
Deshret.
ของราชา
Let's take a look.
ลองไปดูสิอู้คาซีนเหรอ มีคาซีนมาเฮ้ย แมว เฮ้ย มีเครื่องประดับด้วยเคียวพัตตาหรือเปล่า ไม่
it's
ใช่
just Ashru.
So, all is well?
หรือว่าแมวนี้มีประวัติ
Typically speaking, at this point, the world disintegrates. Then we find ourselves back in the outside world. Besides, these are my memories. There's nothing to fear.
You're sure?
แน่ใจปะ
Of course, it's almost over.
เฮ้ยเฮ้ยเดี๋ยวแมวเดี๋ยวจะบอกนะว่าไอ้ตัวเรียลมันมาแล้วเรียลแปลกๆละไม่ปกติละมาถึงนี่เลยเหรอ
Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Speak for yourself.
โอ้หุ้ยมันคืออะไรอันเนี้ยประเด็นคือแบบโดดิได้มาจากใครอ่ะคืออะไรอ่ะเฮ้ยเอาแล้ว
How repulsive.
มาแล้วใครมาเฮ้ยแล้วตีผลึกเหรอไม่ใช่ทำไมอ่ะแล้วมันอยู่นิ่งเฉยเลยด้วยมันไม่ขยับไปไหนเลยอ่ะยังใช้ได้อยู่ใช่ไหมโอ้ไม่งั้นมันจะออกมาปะโอ้ my god อะไรครับเนี่ยเฮ้ยเรื่องนี้มันแบบร้ายจริง
Timed that pretty well, didn't I?
โอ้โหใจเย็นมากครับโคลัมบีน่า
It's okay. I'm just glad no one was. Paimon noticed you doing something too, Dainsleif. Were you helping get them out?
Of course. When I asked Nefer to conduct this investigation, I was not naive to the dangers involved. I had a duty to ensure your safety.
Good to know your sense of justice.
I take that to mean that you saw the truth. That comes as a great relief.
I certainly did. And thanks to your help, I also managed to trap Rerir inside the chess set.
Whoa, really? How'd you manage that?
Well, to be honest, I sensed that something was wrong long before we made it to the temple. By using this fragment to probe into Rerir's past, well, the monster formerly known as Rerir, it seems I alerted him. I was tracking him, then he caught on and started tracking me too. Can't say I'm surprised.
But how did he track you through your thoughts alone? That shouldn't...
Rerir was a secret agent who reported directly to the Vinster King. He is an
No wonder.
He infiltrated the chess set, read my thoughts, and built a new virtual chess set inside of it. That's why we weren't able to leave at first.
Speaking of your chess set, it's quite a remarkable item. Would I be right in thinking you have some connection to King Deshret?
You overestimate me. I only have a connection with one of his underlings, the Ibis King. You all saw how this came to be. A long time ago, the Eab massacred my tribe, the Shimti, in our home village. A few years later, I enrolled in the academia, where some new information came to light. The Unut and the Eab fought a bitter battle over the rights to a well, all for the sake of a non-existent 50 million mora. The Eab ultimately won that confrontation, but their victory came at the cost of almost every warrior in the tribe. The final blow to the Eab came at the victory feast, when an Unut assassin beheaded their chief right before my eyes. The remaining Eab fled and have been scattered to the winds ever since. Having gotten my revenge, I returned to my hometown, where to my surprise, the nearby temple was still standing. There it was, seemingly immune to the relentless hostility of the desert, while my tribal home lay in ruins. As I stood there gazing at the temple, I noticed a cat just outside. This cat, as it turned out, was home to the spirit of the Ibis King. He led me to a gate deep inside the temple, and there he made a deal with me. This chess set is my gift from the Ibis King. The chessboard within is made to the same specifications as the one in the mausoleum of King Deshret, and with this chessboard in its container, I gained a certain ability to perceive hidden secrets. Now, every god plays favorites. Their hearts are as fickle as any human's, full of secrets, perversions.
It is the same with all powerful forces, including fate itself. Their gaze falls preferentially upon a select few.
If you're alluding to the Abyss, then yes, I agree. Gather the others. It's time to share everything I've learned.
มีที่เล่นด้วยที่แมวเล่น
Thank you all for being here. As promised, I did some further investigating into the Reicher of Solnari's background. I am pleased to report that the Reicher of Solnari, real name Rerir, was once a Khanrian subject who...
So that's why he's so obsessed with the moon.
A tragic tale, to be sure. But it does. No matter how much Rerir suffered in the past, the fact remains that he is what we know today as the Wild Hunt, wreaking havoc upon innocent lives. He becomes more dangerous with each passing day. If left unchecked, it is simply a matter of time before all of Teyvat suffers the...
A question for Miss Columbina. Forgive me if this is presumptuous, but have you ever seen the spatial gateway?
Never. But I have heard stories of something called the Moon Gate.
Miss Lama, any thoughts on...
In the lore of the Frost Moon Scions, the moon is believed to hold many secrets. Some sources speak of the term Moon Gate. It is one I have heard before, but as is the case with all of our legends, there are no records of any first-hand witnesses.
Then back to Miss Columbina. As a moon goddess yourself, do you have some idea of where the Moon Gate leads to?
Not at this stage, sorry. I do hold the power of the Frost Moon, and my strength is recovering well. I can sense that the gate would open at my command, but
there's more to the power of the Frost Moon than that?
Yes. A moon goddess has the right to open the Moon Gate, since it is a path to the moon. But as never mentioned, holding up, and right now, I need to conserve my energy to fight the Reicher of Solnari.
I agree. Better to save your strength. But if you'll humor me for a moment, I have a bold conjecture of my own regarding the world beyond the gate. I highly suspect that neither Tholindis nor Rerir made it through unscathed. The evidence pointing to this is the fact that with the abyssal power he wields, no ordinary foe can touch him, let alone tear him to shreds. And yet, the Wild Hunt proliferates wherever his scattered fragments lie.
So your theory is that Rerir was physically torn to shreds by some powerful force, hence why the Wild...
Makes sense to me. Explains why the Wild Hunt is so pervasive, and why he's been trying to piece himself back together.
Without the power of the Abyss on his side, he almost certainly would have perished the moment he was torn apart. But
I could not agree more.
It is a compelling explanation, and one that accords with my present understanding of Abyss creatures. Whether the life form in question is primitive or advanced, if a curse this raises some interesting questions. I will run some experiments. That being said, regardless of whether my research bears fruit, I would like to thank Miss Nefer for...
My pleasure, Mr. Albedo. I too hope that the information I have shared today proves...
Hey! What is it, Dainsleif? You look really upset!
It's just... When I think of the man I once knew as...
The two of you used to be friends, didn't you? I don't know if these words will bring any comfort, but
Mine too. We can never know all the hows and whys of the way things are. The moon and stars are full of untold secrets and
วุ่น
lies.
วายหมดทุกอย่าง
And the sky.
Those
Yeah,
are
no
the
problem.
first comforting words I've heard in a long time.
ไม่มีทางที่จะรู้แจ่มแจ้ง
Thank
ทุก
you
อย่าง
both.
well, I think this is a good place to end today's meeting.
That's very thoughtful of you.
Of course.
Sounds good to me. Take some time to rest and digest before we...
โอ้โหแค่ตำสึกก็เหนื่อยแล้วครับแล้วเราจะทำอะไรต่อดี
Hey, is this a bad time? Hope I did... No need. Come on, let's talk outside.
โอ้โหว่ะก็โมเดลนี้มันแบบไม่เคยเจอจริงๆนะในเกมเนี้ยโอ้โห
Anyway, Nefer went back
Oh,
to the
thenมันจะเป็น
curatorium to get some
ท่ายังไง
rest.
ท่า
But before she left,
ต่อ
she
สู้
shared
จะเป็
some
นยัง
things
ไง
with
วะ
me that I thought you should be aware of.
คิด
Firstly,
ไม่ออก
although she
คนละ
managed to
คิดไม่ออก
trap
เหมือน
the
กัน
Raker of Solnari inside her
Rao
chess set, there's no guarantee that the power of the Ibis King is... It's only a matter of time before he finds a way to break out. We have to come up with a plan and take care of him before that happens.
Honestly, I figured that might be the case.
ตอนนี้ขังอยู่ในเซต
I
มาร์
asked her that same question. She talked for a long time, but for the most part,
นั่นสิไม่
seemed
น่า
like
จะ
it
ไว้
felt like
จะ
some
พัง
kind of
ไหม
sales pitch, you know? The kind where you end up handing over Mora against your...
2 days? Holy moly! Can we?
That remains to be seen. Which brings me to the second issue. Danes, you have some history with him, right? Great. All right, on to item 3. So, Albedo, Duran, and I put our heads together and came up with a plan. Can't we figured we'd bounce the idea off you first. We'll explore if...
Oh, Paimon's dying to hear.
All right. So...
มีแผนอะไรอ่ะ
We felt a little uneasy about roping you into this.
อะไร
I
อ่ะ
mean, firstly, you're not locals, and secondly, none of us are your boss. You're well...
Roping us in? Why would you even say that? We don't.
I choose my words very intentionally, I'll have you know. I like to think...
Sir Varka, I have a few thoughts about this plan.
I'm all ears.
I think we can be more flexible with how the roles are allocated. In my view, the most sensible lineup would be like this.
I see your point, yeah. But if that's how we're gonna... To be clear, I don't doubt your abilities. Far from it.
I want to do everything within my power. The Raker of Solnari is a truly fearsome opponent.
Well, that tracks with what I've heard. Jean's mentioned in her letters that you're so diligent it's almost abnormal.
จริงจังและผิดปก
As
ติ
in, most people weigh up the risks and rewards in situations like
เป็น
this.
เข้าหาสิ่งที่
But you seem to just mark... Of course, everyone appreciates a fearless
แบบ
pioneer.
นี้อย่างแน่นอน
But all that aside, I'm the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Thank you, Sir Varka.
I should be the one thanking you.
อ๋อ ไม่มีใครรู้เลยว่าแก๊งนี้เขากำลังทำอะไรกันอยู่อ่ะ
This is a thorough plan, but I do have one last question before we take action. How can we be
Great question. Albedo's been hard at work analyzing Rarer and the Wild Hunt's behavioral patterns. His conclusions are as follows. Firstly, from the earliest known confrontation until now, Rarer has never displayed any ability. Secondly, he seems to have a particularly strong vendetta against our group. If we put him in a fight-or-flight situation, he'll... Thirdly, finally, and most importantly, he's consumed. Turns out, we tick both of those boxes. We have a reincarnated moon in our ranks, and a spy who accessed his private memories with
as someone who's had their fair share of interactions with the...
Understood. Then I will...
Well, everyone, that's the plan in full detail. Albedo and...
Plan approved. Scheduling.
กำลังสร้างกำหนดการเฮ้ยสร้างอะไร
Okay. Any firepower you need, I got you covered. Let's light this baby up.
The Frost Moon Scions are behind...
And the rest of you?
เฮ้ยมี
No
โดริด้วย
objections? All right. Then it's settled.
Dori
This is
ma
the
ได้ไง
plan
ก่อน
we're going with. Next up,
Wait. We can still back out of this?
everyone says things they regret, right? I don't want anyone feeling trapped because their mouth said yes before their...
A very people-first approach. I hear that's common practice in the night.
Who'd you hear it from?
เดลุกเป็นคนพูด
D-Luke?
We don't use people's real names at work. This contact will be known only as Owl. Please and thank you.
This plan can only work if everyone does their part. Flint's and I will absolutely support it.
We shall indeed. You'll be glad you accepted our help. Also, you are the last person I expected to see here, Miss
อยู่ได้
Dory.
ยังไงก่อนดอรี่
It's not often I get called Dory in a work context. My peers usually call me Lord Sangama Bay. So, the longer your name, the higher you... In that case, Mr. Flint's here must be worth a fortune. That's right. I know your full name. It's...
ชื่อยาวมาก
The walls are thin here. I'd appreciate you keeping that a secret.
Okay, fine. I'm actually only here as a favor for someone else. Do you have any idea how much it would cost to hire me otherwise?
Oh,
does this mean someone out there actually has... It most certainly does not. We have a long-standing and mutually beneficial business partnership. She's actually the mom of a friend of yours.
คุณแม่ของเพื่อนเก่าอลิส
Says
แน่น
Mom's
อน
supplied me with a great little trinket, but now that lady's ruined everything. If I don't start building a little goodwill now, my whole business in Notcry is gonna go down the drain.
Okay. So what exactly is so special about this pendant?
It's a lucky charm that a great mage made for me. We have a business relationship, and she was worried that something bad might happen to me. So, she wanted me to have something that can store power to protect myself with. I finally got it all fully charged up with Kuvaki, and then Nefer went and used it all up at once. Never lost so big in my life.
You're right. It was all my fault. I didn't mean to drain all the Kuvaki in the pendant, but I'll make it up to you.
You will?
เซตมาหรืออันนั้นโอ้โหโดรี่ไม่ได้เด้อ ขอหากินไม่ได้ขออะไรก็ขอได้แต่อย่าห้ามขอหากินนะ
I knew you'd say that. Well, it's
แถมพูดแล้วจน
yours
ฐาน
if
ที่อ
you
ยู่ข้างใน
want
ให้
it.
ด้วยเลยเป็นไง
In fact, take it now, and I'll even throw in a free Raker of Solnari. Deal?
You're putting me in a difficult...
It's a very useful thing to have around. But I have a funny feeling it won't be around much longer.
Looks like bankruptcy for me.
Hey, don't be so pessimistic. See this through and you never know.
อ้าวปลอบใจไว้ก่อนตามแผนที่วางไว้ไปยังไม่ได้บูเลยนะแต่เดี๋ยวถ้าบูคงจะแบบบูมันไปเลยอ่ะดอรี่มีอะไรต้องคุยกับดอรี่อีกเหรอ
Dory, how are things going? Feeling ready? Oh, I was born ready. We only have 2 days. You think Lord Sangama Bay would let an opportunity? Don't forget, when something's in high demand, the people with the goods on hand get to charge the highest price of ta-da! See? It's right here. It's so pretty. Did you make it? No, I have a supplier. We go way back. So he made me a very attractive offer. Aha! No wonder you were talking about lucky charms at the meeting. You've been getting Kaveh to make them for you.
คาเว่
That's not the full story. It actually started a while back as a project between me and the Dendro Archon. Mage Alice once warned me that this world won't stay safe forever. There may come a day when everyone faces a great crisis. I passed this on to the Dendro Archon, and she secretly brought together a research team made up of Sumeru's top scholars to invent a technology that could keep people safe. I won't go into the details because it's all very complicated. But if you want to know more, you can ask the Dendro Archon about it sometime. Anyway, point being, it was the Dendro Archon who asked Kaveh to build this little contraption. As one of the top Kashara War talents, he was the obvious choice. Took him long enough. He stressed over it for ages. He must have gone through at least a dozen designs. Marak delivered it to me a couple of days ago, along with a letter from Kaveh. Could I ask why I'm sending this technology to you? What's your proposed use case? How's it so nosy? Surely Nahida must have told him you were involved in this project. He was probably just nervous because you're always so secret. Could be. Anyway, I just replied, let's hope there never has to be a Fair enough. But it sounds like he was just being cautious. Or maybe he was asking as a favor for his housemate. He's done that before. Not sure why, though. Either way, all's well that ends well. I'm just glad to finally have my hands on the product. I wouldn't want... Huh? What does that look mean? Paimon's just super surprised. This must be the first time we've ever seen you act...
ดูจริงจัง
Well, a long time ago, I made a promise to myself. I promised that I was gonna live every day of my life. There are always gonna be times in life when you have to give something back. That could mean Alice has been a huge help to me over the years. She was the first investor I ever had. And I want my investors to know that Lord Sangamabe is the best in the business. And more than that, no one knows what the future will bring. Whatever happens, I want to make sure the Dendro Archon and all of Sumeru... Oh, that? I was just making sure Nefer and I are square. Don't be thinking it was some sort of benevolent act. My priority is doing the business that I want to do. So long as my conscience lets me, but... Alright, if you say so. I do say so, and that's the whole point. I'm a businesswoman. Oh, and could you two help me get this stuff where it needs to be? Thanks.
ว้าวภาพน่ารักมาก
To dust. The long sleeve beckons.
Get with me! I'll settle this. You on there! Stand clear.
Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
ไม่ได้สู้สักพักต้องสู้สักหน่อยไม่งั้นเดี๋ยวจะลงแดงซะก่อนเซฟว่าลงแดงเลยเฮ้ยเขาทำอะไรกันคู่นี้บอกมันเดี๋ยวนี้
Traveler, Paimon, it's good to see you.
Everything going smoothly over here?
Sort of. As you're probably aware, Varka, Durin, and I captured some abyssal creatures from the Wild Hunt. Per the plan, we dissected and analyzed some samples of these creatures. The process went very smoothly. The findings, however...
What? You can actually dissect?
That depends on your definition of Wild Hunt and
harmless, lifeless. These words are accurate descriptions.
The Wild Hunt is an interesting phenomenon. In and of itself, it doesn't seem to possess anything akin to a human personality. Master griped a lot about the wise Horoptotire, and seemed somewhat fascinated with the Faust Certology. But she barely mentioned Rerir at all. I don't think that was because of his lower social standing, though. Anyway, it's a pity. I should like to hear her thoughts on the nature of the life form. It's a strange mix. The furious energy of an abyssal being channeled through a fractured physical existence. A consequence of being torn apart by an unknown power. Perhaps the only explanation for his survival in this state is that he sacrificed a degree of individuality in exchange for a continued existence. Oh, sorry. Once I get talking about interesting research, I have a tendency to go on indefinitely. Back to our research findings. Essentially, they confirm my hypothesis. Rerir's corpse is completely contaminated by the abyss, and the effects are irreversible. You could think of this as Rerir in mutated form, but in my view, even that would be inaccurate. In reality, unfortunately, at present, we have no means of completely eradicating abyssal power.
Oh, that's terrible news! So, that's it? We can't defeat—
Miss Columbina's situation is a difficult one. She can never achieve wholeness when the world does not accept her presence. It's as if her creator banished her to a place she can never be accepted. It means she spends most of her energy just on her own survival.
Given the circumstances, it's only natural to despair. But we must see this plan through to the end. Time to kick off the backup plan.
Oh, Paimon almost forgot! This is for you! Dory asked us to bring it.
Ah, how wonderful. Well, thank you for making the trip.
I'm sorry I won't be there to protect you in person this time. Please be careful.
โอ้ปีกเขาเก็บเนียนอยู่นะคือชุดมีอยู่แค่นั้นแต่ว่าที่เหลือเป็นปีกว่าปีกเก็บเนียนอยู่นะให้เหมือนชุดเลยอ่ะ
All right then. Stay safe.
ปีกเขาเหมือนชุดเลยอ่ะออกแบบเนียนมากนะสวยเนาะชุดดูลิงโอ้โหโอ้โหโอ้โหแต่ละคนเขามีหลากหลายมากเลยนะมีแบบโอ้มีหลายแบบอะ
Miss Lauma, is everyone here?
Yes. The fate of my flock is in your hands, Grandmaster.
My lady.
Within the next 24 hours, we will face the biggest crisis. This is not a burden that we deserve to bear. But I believe that we reap what we sow in this life. So I intend to act. I must do for me. That means fighting for the future of not. This gentleman is the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Varka, Knight of Boreas. In my absence.
Hey, everyone. Guess I should introduce myself. Well, to start with, biggest strengths are honesty and hard-workingness. Anyway, point is, I don't intend to let Lauma down. I'm gonna do everything in my power.
ห่อจันทาน้ำค้างแข็งแล้วโดรี่ไปอยู่ในภาพด้วยอ่ะ อ๋อเป็นคายน้ำคายแข็งอ๋อไอที่เป็นสูงๆใช่ไหมว้าวมีสวยเป็นภาพที่สวยมาก
Something on your mind?
Miss Columbina, was it? I believe that's how the others addressed you.
That's right. Names are funny things.
ตั้งแต่เกิดเลยใช่ไหม
Have you?
Yes. I take it your own...
I have a different relationship with names than other people. To be honest, I'm not even sure that Columbinas, but it's what everyone calls me. And I go along with it. A lot of my life has been that way. I never used to think much about where names come from, or what they mean to people. Maybe something's wrong with me.
You're different from other people. I sensed it the first time we met.
You're more perceptive than most. I'm sure you're long. Do you ever find yourself missing Conria, Mr. Dainsleff?
Difficult to answer. I have dreamed of the past many, many times. Sometimes I'm fighting tooth and nail. I don't recall any happy moments from that time.
Is that because hatred survives longer than love and affection?
That would not be for me to say. I make no excuses for the grudges I bear. But whatever the reason, thank you for your help with the Rerir situation. Without your efforts, I never could have learned...
You're welcome. I know he's your friend.
Friend? He betrayed me. And I never really understood what he was going through in life.
Okay. So, do you plan to fight him with us? You see? You're torn. Now you know what really happened.
I need some time.
Of course. I completely understand. Anyone else in your position? Actually, I went through something similar myself recently. Something happened that changed my perspective on a situation. A situation I took for granted at the time.
You mean the Harbingers who still support you, even though you've left the Fatui?
Yes. I always thought they were only helping me because Harbingers are forced to work together. But then I abandoned them. A warrant, and even now, they still support me. Which means I was wrong about them all along.
Clearly, they view you as a friend.
I feel a little guilty now. I regret not seeing her help for... I see the guilt that you're feeling now. Because I feel it too. Hopefully, talking about it will do us both some good. Have you noticed that the Traveler and Paimon are over there? I think...
Huh. Shall we say hello?
Sure. Hello. Ah! They caught us!
I apologize for making you worry. No doubt you wish to know where I stand on the plan to take down the Recher of Solnari. I'm afraid I need a little time.
You will? Oh, thank you so much!
They needn't be. This was something that I was going to have to face up to.
That doesn't matter to them. They're grateful to you regardless. You can't control their gratitude, so just accept it. And then, have a think about whether you're willing to join us.
โอ้โหภาพน่ารักมากอ่ะ
Showtime! Let's go rendezvous with the others. You know the place.
เราเฟิร์นเอาทีมไหนดีอ่ะทีมนี้เหรอทีมนี้ก็ได้ละมั้งแต่ไม่มีตัวฮิลเลยอ่ะทีมนี้แหละไปมีแค่ชินบุฮิลคนเดียวแล้วเรื่องอยู่แค่ 27,000
Ah, you're earlier than I expected.
Hey, Blintz! Been waiting.
Not too long. I came a little early so I'd have some time to think.
Are you nervous about the battle?
Quite the opposite. I'm reminiscing. When I was awakened by the Ratniki, I had not touched a weapon in many years. I felt like the battlefield, but after waging war against the wild hunt for so long, I came to realize something. A life of my restless flame indicates that somewhere inside of me, there is a deep yearning to root out the...
Oh, that doesn't sound like such a bad thing.
Well, in the past, when I was a Fae whose primary concern was hibernation, it was hardly... But it certainly serves me well here in the present. And I am delighted to be able to join forces.
Looks like I'm not the first to arrive.
Ah, Miss Lauma.
Did you sleep okay last night?
I struggled to settle down at first because of the nerves. But don't worry. I got enough sleep in the end. Please, I'm just doing...
Never! Over here!
แผนสำรองก็เริ่มแล้วส่งของก็เรียบร้อยแล้วนะ
Aino asked me to relay a message. She said Anefa will be on high alert and keep a close watch over all secondary districts where defense is required, providing support. Meanwhile, Aino herself will provide range support to us directly.
Excellent. My thanks to all involved.
The chess set's looking a little unstable.
It won't hold him much longer. We should be prepared to engage at a moment's notice.
No sense sitting around waiting. Let's make the first move while we still have the option.
I agree. Paimon, find a safe hiding place.
Got it! Be careful, traveler!
I will.
Everyone, take your positions as soon as the battle starts. Every ounce of strength we have in our bones, let us bring to this fight.
Ready?
Let's go.
Bye.
I've seen all your futile ploys before. You have become the authors of your own demise.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
You are merely a moment of sport before I tear down the moon.
Oh my god จะเข้าถึงฉากคลายแม็กซ์แล้วสิเราจะสู้ไหวไหม
Stay on your toes.
Yep, you too.
Move. The moonlight betrays you. Move.
Let me help you guys.
Hunt him down.
Forest,
The
protect
moonlight
us.
betrays you.
Go!
อ๋อเป็นท่าน้ำเหรอ
It all adds up. It all falls into place. The deception ends here. Shameless.
For the everlasting forest.
Betrays you. Futile. Move. The moonlight betrays you. Hunt them down. Pathetic. Observe night frost. Close your eyes. Fear the dark. Began with the moon, and so shall it end.
The moon will protect you.
Go!
Observe.
transgression. Stay your hand.
This is
ตายแล้วอ่ะ
the end.
ทำไมกด L1 แล้วกดอันนี้มันไม่ได้กด L1 อะไรอ่ะ
Be silent.
ทำยังไงนะเมื่อกี้อ่านไม่ทันด้วยอ่ะ
No more lies. Let's see what you're made of.
The ebb and flow is over.
อะไรอ่ะ
Close. Burn no more.
ทำไงอ่ะ ทำไงอ่ะ
Steady now.
ขึ้นอีกรอบได้ไหมอ่ะ
Keep your distance.
The riddle remains unsolved.
ยังไงอ่ะ
Maybe I wasn't meant for this world.
เจตจำนงอันแน่วแน่ทำให้คุณลุกขึ้นมาอีกครั้งเพื่ออะไรอ่ะ
Can't hide the truth.
Forest, protect us.
It all adds up.
ยังไงอ่ะ
How unfortunate.
แล้วไอ้กดไอ้ L1 กับสี่เหลี่ยมทำไมมันกดไม่ได้เลยอ่ะ
I saw this coming.
ถ้าเกิดไอ้1กับสี่เหลี่ยมมันกดไม่ได้เลย อ๋อ อันเนี้ยเหรอ
Shameless.
Will it be as you foretold?
Poor lost lamb.
ไหนอะบทเพลง
Yeah.
โอ๊ยกดไม่ทัน
Forest, take my broken crown. A grave transgression.
ทำไมมันไม่ติดอ่ะ กดไม่ติดหรอ
A grave transgression.
not welcome here.
Unravel. By the frost moon of old, branch into song.
Beware the creatures of the night. Observe, be silent. Do you fear the dark? Steady now. Futile. Close your eyes. Are you quite finished?
No more lies. The sands of time got me.
Pathetic. This is not the end. Hunt him down.
โอ้ยไม่ถนัดเลยอ่ะ
Moonlight. Close your eyes. Night falls.
For the everlasting forest, receive my blessing.
Can't hide the truth. No more lies. Seek within.
Be silent. Moonlight betrays you. Hunt him down. Oh, futile. Steady now. Close your eyes. Observe. Moonlight betrays you.
By the frost moon of old, washes the moon.
Your little game of heroics is over. Betrays you. Who wants to go first? Get out of my sight!
พออย่างเท่
No, we've been separated.
My grasp.
You okay?
โอ้โห
Never. Where are the others?
Stuck outside the barrier. I guess he really doesn't like us.
Destroyed. Reborn. Knowing too much is always a death sentence.
Be careful what you wish for.
Lauma! Can you hear me?
Silence.
At least I know they're still there. I need to focus. Stick to the plan. Remember my most important task. Just keep stalling him. If I can stall him for long enough, the moment will come.
It all adds up. No more lies. Let's see what you're made of. The mystery unravels.
Yeah!
It all falls into place. The deception ends here.
เอาอย่างนี้
Bombs away!
It all adds up. Can't hide the truth. Seek within.
เอาไปไหนอ่ะ
The shield's broken. I can't keep this up.
Don't push your luck.
Death is within my grasp.
โอ้ตายแล้ว คือตอนนี้ต้องสติและสมาธิโอ้ยตาย
Wipe out!
It all adds up. Time to come clean. The mystery unravels.
Water jet!
Water. โอ้ย
Can't hide the truth. No more lies. Let's see what you're made of. It all falls into place. The deception ends here. Can't hide the truth.
How much power will it take? Run, hide.
Go! Wipe out!
The mystery unravels. It all adds up. Time to come clean.
อยู่ที่ขอบตลอดเวลา
The only way to defeat Rarer is to borrow his own power. That means Columbina will have to disappear while you two bear the brunt of his. You have to hold on. Find a way to keep him focused on killing the two of you.
เอาเงินเลยโหเสี่ยงมากเหมือนกันเนาะจะตายแล้วเนี่ย
Never. Your eyes are bleeding.
Soon you will be powerless to resist. And then I will reduce you to dust.
But that dust will plague your memories. Come on. Keep holding on.
Any other tricks up your sleeve? Let's see them. As entertaining as they are, you've backed yourself into a corner.
You don't fool me. I see your fear clear as day. I have to stoke his rage. Make him unleash everything. You fear what you could never defeat. You fear the thought of never. You cannot win the fight against fate, Rarir.
Is that what you think? Well, now it's your turn to.
อย่าบอกนะว่าจัดเต็มอ่ะ
You fear the sound of your own name?
Is it us you hate? Or is it what you've become?
Let's see what becomes of you!
Hey. ดูดเหรอดูดพลังเหรอเฮ้ยอะไรเกิดขึ้นสูง
What's happening? That power. I've seen it before.
เคยเห็นมาก่อนด้วยอ่ะโอ้ไปดูลินนะล่ะ
His power is on another level. We'll need to use an alchemical array to convert his power into a usable form. Then quickly channel it into Columbina, rendering her powerful enough to compete with him.
I'll join you. I can help. If I release enough abyssal energy into a confined space, it'll create a potential difference, allowing us to extract a huge amount of elemental energy. Next, I'll synchronize with everyone's minds using Pyro, then give you temporary access to their abilities and fields of view. But it won't last long. Can you see?
Well enough.
So, we have a student of Gold Rhine-Daughter in our midst.
How about that?
Against me? Just like how you stole Kuvaki. Look familiar?
Don't you realize? You don't have the power to hold that gate open.
I don't, but someone else does.
Goodbye, Rerir.
เฮ้ยเดซิเลนมันต้องมีขนาดไหนอะพลังของเดนอะไหวไหมพี่วินโอ้ my god โอ้ my god จริงๆขยี้เยอะกว่านี้ได้อยู่นะอยากได้เยอะกว่านี้แต่เมื่อกี้แบบก็พอไหวแต่ว่าจริงๆมันได้มากกว่านี้เขาจะเก็บไว้พีคตอนแบบท้ายแพทปะเอ้ยท้ายแบบ
How are your eyes?
ท้ายเฟสใหญ่เต็ม
They're fine.
สุดท้ายอะ
Apart from the blindness, of course.
เดี๋ยวจะตาบอดเลยเหรอ
Let me handle it.
มีแบบรักษาอะไรใดๆไหมอ๋อจะใช้พลัง
Miss Nefer, it's not like you to lose your composure. That was the most reckless thing I've ever seen you do.
เพื่อ
Reckless
เป้าห
how?
มายของเราไง
The situation was critical. Our lives were at stake. We had to do something.
Even so. Okay. I guess you're right. Under the circumstances, it was a wise decision. You traded your eyes for an in business terms, I suppose that's a huge return on investment.
I'd be hard-pressed to argue otherwise.
Still, I don't like this outcome, and I don't want people to suffer when they make sacrifices they shouldn't have to make. Whether that means faith, I had hoped you could win without sacrificing so much as a single hair on your head.
Thank you. Really.
All done. Don't try and open your eyes just yet. We'll see how you're doing in a couple of days. Until then, please follow your recovery plan. I'll send full details through Yehoda. For now, just get my dear friends. We have fought bravely and achieved a spectacular victory. A dark cloud has been lifted.
The moon will remember this day. Thank you both. There's something I want to let you know.
What is it?
When Durin connected everyone's minds so I could access their powers, I also felt everything they felt. And since Nefer's eyes were injured, my eyes are hurting now too.
Huh?
Hold on. I only feel the pain. There's no actual damage. I just thought I should tell you.
You're right. There's no damage. That's a relief. But I must say, I'm surprised to hear the Kutar share something.
Things are a little different now from how they were. I'm learned friends.
Sonoma บางทีคุณนอนเลยนะครับเพื่อติดต่อซื้อกันคุณทุกคนได้เลยแล้วคืออันนั้นคืออะไรส่งไปออกไปนอกโลกเหรอก็ใช่ว่าจะกลับมาไม่ได้ป่ะหรือว่าได้วะออกไปนอกโลกก็เหมือนแค่ทิ้งแต่ไม่ได้จะกำจัดทิ้งแบบโดยสิ้นเชิงหรือว่าส่งออกไปให้ไปเจอ
How are you feeling? Any aches and pains? Did you sleep well?
I'm doing all right, Paimon. No need to worry about.
Phew. Well, that's good. Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night.
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self. She couldn't enjoy the food.
Well, I'm back to normal.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to... He also dropped off some medical supply. If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now.
ฉลองกันแล้วเหรอ
We're here. Traveler and Paimon. Perfect timing. We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory feast.
How are you feeling today?
Much better. Thanks.
Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know. Happy to check you over at any time.
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
เนเฟอร์เป็นไงบ้างหายดีหรือยัง
Hey there. Looking for a drink or two? Or perhaps a room for the night?
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days' rest. I can actually open them again now.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lao must...
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehuda, could I borrow you for a moment?
Oh, sure. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for... You bet. Sure thing.
The Raker of Solnari. Kind of a snake, don't you think? No, definitely a snake. A poisonous one. Anyone who seeks revenge out of hatred for other people has become a snake. That's something my dad used to say. Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But me? What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's gotta fuel that. If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar. He was just... Oh, father. How much... Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar. And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception?
ถือได้ที่ฉันไม่ได้ยินเสียงของราชาแห่งนกกุลาอีกแล้วเขาเป็นคนของโลแบบไหนหรอ
Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised that he'd have his freedom if he could find the answers. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers on his behalf. Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me. So that's enough for you to decide he's nice. He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't work as a spy your whole life and expect a happy... It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making. But it's still human nature. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think?
ฉันก็ไม่เห็นด้วยกับพวกนี้สักทีเดียวนะเพราะความจริงใจของคนหลอกลวงนั้นก็อาจจะจริงใจจริงๆก็ได้
Oh really? Well, it takes a very kind person to find. If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. Because all they care about is them. For example, when something good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news.
ก็จริง
So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them. Wow, is that what it looks like? Well, you all know my past now. And I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much. So when you find yourself in a situation you can't control, the safest play is to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence world, you need to have a sense of perspective and play your hand accordingly. If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you. I trust you'll respect my wishes as a friend. But don't forget, very good.
Oh wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down,
ยังไม่ค่อยเบาใจนะมันอาจจะกลับมาก็ได้
our mystery ally never showed up
ผู้
even
ช่วยลึกลับ
once.
คนนั้นปรากฏตัวคนไหนนะผู้ช่วยลึกลับ
Am I imagining?
ผู้ช่วยลึกลับใครวะใครเอ่ย
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while. I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going on. He won't lie low forever, so we'd better stay on guard.
จับตาดูไว้ว่าเขาจะทำอะไรอีกหรือเปล่า
Ah, Lord Sangama Bay. How lovely. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the academia?
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord Sangama Bay. Play your cards right, and you might even...
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as your...
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity?
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nodcry, your desert interests, and...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment?
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent...
How did you...
You're a curious case, Lord Sangama Bay. You don't like people finding... But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where there's a will... You did it for Sumeru, didn't you?
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise.
I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some use in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster before, and I don't want to lose any friends or business partners if I can help it. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water, and medicine. Where everyone could live happy lives. It was something I looked into. But after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided on a more effective strategy. The tech people handled the tech, and Moneybags provided the Mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of Mora.
So, what's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature. So yes, I love Mora. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
But surely you have dreams of your own beyond just making Mora.
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And, you know, make a nice little slice for myself along the way. Just thinking about it makes me happy. That sweet, sweet sound of Mora.
Thank you.
For the device?
And the pendant.
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
Seems like we've both been away from home for a very long time.
Yeah. So long that I barely remember what my family even looked like.
That would be your mother, father, and sister?
Yeah. Though it's been years since my sister It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating business person. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely her face...
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beauty...
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me...
Well, that, plus, I'm sure that...
Oh, absolutely. I have tons of Mora, a big beautiful house, business is booming, and I'm as happy as can be. You've got a lot going for you too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's plenty.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
มีแววรวยอยู่แล้วข้าวกรองอ่ะมันจะไม่รวยได้ยังไงโต๊ะนี้ครับโต๊ะนี้ครับขอไปได้ไหมยืนแล้วเท่ากับเขานั่งเลยอ่ะลูกว้าก็มองนั่นแหละเอาไปนั่งข้าววาก้าไหมข้าววาก้าไหมนี่นั่งข้างวาก้าอย่างเงี้ยล่ะน่ารักอ่ะ
How have you been holding up? Any adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn for the worse, make sure you tell me right away.
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine. I mean, I barely did anything, so...
What? You're too humble, young man.
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nodcry. We can't thank you enough for your support. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing is to accept it calmly and with grace. It's important to learn how to respond to words of admiration.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning speed to get the job done.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. Durin played a big part in forming the alchemical array.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Okay, yeah. I did work pretty hard to help prepare for the battle. No point denying that.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any...
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now? You've sure...
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fast learner, just like your brother. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan to us.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard to grasp the principle and how the process works.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power to turn it against him. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to engage them in battle. So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help Columbina get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the range of the alchemical array. For added security, we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot, which is where the confrontation took place. The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by Columbina. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with Rerir, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure...
Absolutely. He was torn between 2 paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance. And now, it's time to kick back and celebrate.
เลิกเขาก็ดูแบบเพิ่งอยู่ที่เดนสเลฟมาเจอเพื่อนเก่าเขาจะรู้สึกยังไงอ้าวอันนี้เป็นคาราบิน่า
That's the only reason you're here.
Yes, I've thought a lot about it, and I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends. I think this is very important, so I felt I had to come and tell you.
Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now.
มันยังไงนะ
Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers?
What is this, Columbina? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down.
If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point?
Polonia, please see Lady Columbina to the door.
Will you still invite me to your next tea party?
What?
Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear Sandrone.
ถ้าจะชอบนะโคลัมบิน่าเมื่อกี้คุยกับเพื่อนอยู่หรอ
Last time the wild hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time? We just wanted to, see how you were doing now that it's all... Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Ray here of Solnari would be able to lay so much as a...
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh?
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. Look at all those calculations.
You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out. Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory of my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer. Who else? Pretty much all the mecha in Fontaine are his personal handiwork.
Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally? As a friend?
I mean, I guess we were friendly enough. Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to chat occasionally back when he was still around. Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy all his manuscripts. I honored his request, but I did read through everything first before destroying them. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that. Would have been such
That's where the...
I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm bored. Alain's work was like epic poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little... Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Narzissenkreuz Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But it was a friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper, a sense of nostalgia for the past. Unfortunately, childhood would end, the prophecy would come true, the apocalypse would arrive, and the future would never be. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics begin to take root in their hearts. A dream of saving the world. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to joke about in their older years. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect, and it grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee. Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about Renee's motive. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swallowed up the world, even before the apocalypse came. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from... What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him as he pursued his delusional dream? Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective. What a cop-out. But I suspect you'd have a more incisive and insightful answer. I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. But he had a sage-like... Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to Alain Guillaume, he managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. But after that, to his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not after that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, Alain continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it. Having seen the way it had I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet Alain's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him space to breathe in his lifetime. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The Nazissenkreuz Institute needed someone, and a human being. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood, but which he barely... He told me that the director of the Nazissenkreuz Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else. At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former Nazissenkreuz Institute. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. And that is the story of two people from the Nazissenkreuz. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation without ever looking back, and ended up calmly sinking to the bottom. The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed? So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire: to save themselves. They were young children with friends and family who mattered to them. Desires to explore the meaning of life, ambitions to have a successful career, or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos, to stop them getting quietly swept away by the storms of life. But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate. Do you think the desire to save oneself is enough of a justification to try and save the world? The way you said that sounded just like Alain. I asked him the same question back when he gave the exact same answer as you did. No elaboration. Just a quick short answer before getting right back to his work. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these stories. I'll have to bring a whole sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve interrupting. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
เป็นบทส่งท้ายนะเนี่ยเพื่อเล่าอะไรเยอะขึ้นเนาะแบบกำลังเกินไปถึงพาร์ทของซันโดนปะที่เดี๋ยวอนาคตอาจจะมา
Absorption test. Animal hypostasis emulation.
Close your eyes. Observe. Do not fear the dark.
แล้วก็ต่อไปก็จะเป็นเควสละโอเคอันนี้เสร็จสิ้นพรีวิวรางวัลเรียบร้อยของเนเฟอร์เรียบร้อยโอเคเหลืออีก2 วันนะสำรวจหมดแล้วก็เหลืออันนี้สำรวจสร้างอดีตการอีก14 วันเราก็ได้อันนี้มาอีกเยี่ยมน่าจะพอเปิดนะดูรินเนี่ย5 ดาวล่าสุดคือตอนไหนอะเย่หลาน14 คูณ 5 54 20 515คือ70แล้วเดี๋ยวก็หลุดเลทหรือเปล่าแต่ก็ไม่รู้ไงแต่ไม่หลุดมาครั้งหนึ่งนะเย่หลานกับฟรินนะต่อกันนะเก็บไว้ก่อนเผื่อไม่หลุดจะได้โอเคแต่อาวุธเนี่ยเฮ้ยทำไมมันเออร์เหรออาวุธตัวไม่ได้เด้งออกไม่เป็นไรอันนี้มันแพงอ่ะงั้นก็ใช่ความสำเร็จมีจดหมายเหรอที่กดไว้มันจะมีมันไม่ใช่บอสเรเวอร์มันยังไม่ใช่บอสโอเคเฮ้ยออกสำรวจครบแล้วไปรับของสำรวจกันโอเค
Ad Astra Abyssosk
ถือว่าครบถ้วนนะครบถ้วนแล้วเราก็น่าจะแค่นี้ถือว่าครบหมดแล้วจบเควสเทพเจ้าเรียบร้อยก็ไลฟ์เกนชินวันนี้ก็น่าจะประมาณนี้เดี๋ยวจะไปเก็บของวอเตอร์ลิงเวฟต่อนะออกจากเดี๋ยวเปิดไลฟ์ต่อเป็นของ Wuthering Wave บ๊ายบายครับ